Now, from WYDC TV, this is Big Fox News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Scott Beadle with Big Fox News. A local man is vying in athletic competitions nationally and internationally, all while wearing a kilt. Big Fox reporter Rachel Madej shows us how he's taking on some old world sports.
My favorite part of the Scottish culture, especially when it comes to the Highland Games, is the camaraderie that comes along with it. Highland Games is unique in that when you go to a competition, you're going to see athletes helping out other athletes, trying to help them get better, and even trying to help them beat them. You're not going to see that in powerlifting or in strongman or Olympic lifting. You just won't see it. That type of sportsmanship and brotherhood, that's what makes the Highland Games unique. My name is Matt Hand, and I'm a professional Scottish athlete here in the Southern Tier, and I travel over the U.S. and Canada competing in the Scottish Highland Games.
Of all the sporting events out there, one of the oldest and most unique may be the Scottish Highland Games, a series of 9 events that test strength and accuracy.
There are 2 stones, there's 2 weights, 2 hammers, a weight for height, the sheaf toss, which is done with a pitchfork and a weighted bag, and then the one that most people recognize with the sport is the caber toss, or what most people call the telephone pole.
And while Matt makes all of the events look easy, I can assure you they're not. He's just very good. So good, in fact, he's headed to Scotland in August to compete in the Castlemaine Games in front of the British royal family.
That is a charity games for the British Royal Legion. They run a charity out of that corporation, which is similar to our Wounded Warrior Project. They help wounded veterans get into sports. We are taking American athletes over there for the first time, as well as another pro and 2 able-bodied women who are going over there to compete at this games in front of the royal family. So the Highland Games, for me, it's the biggest why not sport in the world. Why not? Try it. There's people of all different skill levels that do this all over the U.S. and Canada and Scotland. Why not? And you're going to get in and you're going to love it.
Now, similar to the Castlemaine Games, each year Matt and his family put on a Celtic festival to benefit local veterans. This year, that festival will be held in Cuba, New York on June 2nd. In Corning, I'm Rachel Madej with Big Fox News.
And has been on the winning U.S. national team twice, as well as being the East Coast champion as an amateur back in 2015. Crews today in Corning were busy setting up for the 9th annual Glass Fest. The festival kicks off tomorrow and lasts through Sunday. The 4-day festival is a celebration of glass and the fire arts in America's Crystal City. In preparation for Glass Fest, there will be a few streets closed to traffic starting on Friday, so travelers should plan some alternate routes. Market Street will be closed to all traffic on Saturday and Sunday as well. The festival officially starts tomorrow at the Corning Museum of Glass, where there will be a ribbon-cutting ceremony. A couple in upstate New York turned to the state Supreme Court for help with their son because he refused to move out of the house, and he's 30 years old. The judge agrees it's time for him to go. New York State Supreme Court Judge Donald Greenwood ordered Michael Rotondo to get out of his parents' home in Camillus. Rotondo argued his parents did not provide him with enough time to vacate.
But a 6-month notice to quit is a reasonable amount of time for someone who has been depending on persons for support.
However, his parents say they have been trying to get him to leave for months, sending him 5 written notices and even offering $1,000 to help him start his own life. He also included advice to help their son seek employment. Rotondo moved back in with his parents 8 years ago after losing his job. They say he didn't pay rent or help around the house. Rotondo says he will appeal the judge's decision. We're coming off a nice day in the Twin Tiers, but we'll continue into our holiday weekend. Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers is up next with that Big Fox forecast.
Here's your local stock market update from Big Fox. Now, your Twin Tiers forecast from Big Fox.
And welcome back, everyone. Taking a look at our temperatures today. Actually, a pretty nice day across the area. Upper 70s and low 80s across much of the Twin Tiers. 81 degrees a high today here in Elmira. Looking like we're going to keep the warm weather around the next several days. Next chance of rain arriving as we get late in the week and actually into the weekend, where we see some scattered showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. But we're looking pretty good for your Thursday. We'll see warming weather and actually dry weather across much of the Twin Tiers. Lots of sunshine and highs once again in the low to mid 80s. But here comes some warmer weather. Upper 80s on Friday. Could be in the low 90s by Saturday. And that does bring that chance of rain in the forecast too on Saturday. More rain likely Sunday. Memorial Day does drop a little bit back in the low 70s or mid 70s with another chance of rain with cooler weather in the forecast by early next week.
Quite a few chances of rain there.
That's right.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.